Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Velasquez the morning after, the night before here in San Diego. And Skye Nicholson wakes up as a 1-0 professional. How are we feeling?
Feeling good, feeling happy. Didn't sleep much, so a little bit tired, but no, I'm very happy.
Well, you didn't sleep tonight because, you didn't sleep last night because the adrenaline was still going, yeah?
Yeah, I never really sleep after a fight, but this was like a whole nother level, so no, I was, very excited and didn't sleep till probably about 4:30 this morning.
I want to talk about sort of the whole day. So obviously I was speaking to Paul and we were just saying that the response you've had online since turning professional, everything you do, it seems like there's so much attention, like messages of love and whatnot. So I suppose a lot of people, especially from the UK as well, were tuning into your debut. You was early on in the card, so people tuning in from the UK on a big show. Did you wake up in the morning and think, yeah, this is real now?
Yeah, I did. I opted to switch off social media from yesterday morning, which I'm really glad I did because while it is all positive, a lot of the stuff coming in, it is still quite draining to kind of just be sitting reading it all the time. So I am glad I switched off, but it was really nice to come back on and see all the positive messages and feedback, and most people seemed like pretty impressed with my debut, which I was really happy about. But I feel like there's still a lot more Skye Nicholson to kind of showcase, and I just can't wait for the next one.
What's Skye Nicholson's fight day preparations? Sort of from waking up till we get to the arena, what is there anything in particular, any sort of things you have to do? Or
Not really. I used to have like some superstitions and stuff and things I felt like I had to do every single time, but they kind of started messing with me mentally a little bit in the amateur.
You do too many of them and then you're just a bit of a nut.
Yeah, literally. It started getting a bit crazy. Like I started counting my steps everywhere, like when I'd cross the road and stuff, and it was just like too much. So I literally got rid of everything. So I don't have any superstitions now. But yeah, I like to have a pretty chill day, listening to music. I don't really have any rituals now. I keep it pretty chill and just kind of go with the flow of the day.
Well, Paul said to me, you're the most relaxed person he's ever been around for a professional debut. So you were quite chilled during the day. Yeah,
I think I fight my best when I'm just happy and chilled and in my zone. And I am quite a relaxed, calm fighter, as you probably could tell. But that's usually when you'll see the best me. I don't like to get too worked up and.
One thing you said to me when we done the interview on Thursday, you said, all I want to be is happy with my performance. Now, I take it you haven't watched it back. Oh, you have watched it back. Okay, so are you happy with the performance?
I'm satisfied with the performance. I feel like I did what I had to do to win, but I was still quite cautious and boxed quite safe. I stuck to the game plan. We knew that Jessica was going to be strong on the inside, and she wanted to plant her feet and kind of set herself to box. So for me, it was to keep breaking that rhythm, keep moving, and I feel like I did that well. But watching it back, I would have liked to have let my left hand go a bit more, and maybe stood and traded a little bit more. But no, I'm satisfied with the performance, and just looking to improve and showcase a little bit more on the next one.
Do you think watching it, you could tell why, or people from an outside perspective would have gone, yeah, that's why she was such a good amateur? Because it was still that sort of, like you said, that cautious, it looked like a sort of an amateur style, which for certain fights works, certain doesn't, but for that fight, that was the perfect style to use, and it's one you obviously know well.
Yeah, definitely. And exactly, it's a style that I'm obviously accustomed to. That's how I've been boxing. So I feel like with the 2-minute rounds, you don't need to really sit down as much as probably the men do coming over from doing 3 threes to 6, 8, 10 threes. But the change from 3 threes to 6 twos, the pace isn't overly different. So I feel like being on my feet and being active and moving, it's not such an amateur style. It's just boxing. And I feel like Katie Taylor, even now, she still has quite a bouncy style, and it works for her and it works for that pace.
Southpaw versus Southpaw as well. Eddie kept saying, oh, she's taking an unbeaten girl, she's from the local area, whatever. But Southpaw versus Southpaw, you must have been thinking, you could have fucking sorted me out a nice debut.
My last 2 fights in the amateurs in the Olympics were both Southpaws. So I kind of took that in my stride and was like, well, my last 2 fights were against Southpaws. I've boxed all the best Southpaws around the world. in the amateurs. So I guess I could use that to my advantage, but I do feel like I could have had a more impressive performance against an orthodox. I prefer boxing against an orthodox, but yeah, it is what it is. It was a pretty late change in opponent, so yeah, it's all right. Got the job done.
Well, yeah, exactly. You got the job done, and you did look good. The general consensus of people watching it online and whatnot was that you looked good doing it. So, yeah, a good week all round, really. Could you have asked for much more?
No, it's been an amazing week. I've absolutely loved the whole process. I've loved Fight Week, and I can't wait to do it all again.